I know in the past I've been negligent on some information, and I have a ton of deck profiles still to do. So literally every day this week, the 5 o'clock videos are going to be dedicated to deck profiles. If you guys send in your information, I have not forgotten about you. I will get it up, I promise. My desktop has like 20 deck profiles on. It's nuts. So please bear with me. I will get to what I have ASAP. For those of you that are sending in new information, you gotta wait. I will get to it ASAP. So this one's special. Vasileios. I'm butchering this man's name so much. It's Vasileios. PM'd me on Facebook and said, "Hey, my name is Vasileios. I'm going to call him Vas, okay? And I attended the YCS Dusseldorf. I piloted 60 card Infernoid control, and I got to day 2 and finished 9-3. Now, I want to talk about this because this is interesting. This deck could have made it so much further had he not lost that last crucial round. So his matchups were as follows. So Salaman Great lost 1-3, Guard Dragon win 2-0, and then Thunder Dragon Danger. So 4 Thunder Dragon in a row. He won 3 of them and lost 1 of them. He lost to Guru Control 1-2, and then against Sky Striker he won 2-0, and then Altergeist he won 2-0. Day 2 he 2-0'd Sky Striker, beat Dark Warrior 2-1, and then beat Thunder Dragon Danger 2-1. So this man bubbled out, but there is hope for the Infernoid community out there. This changes everything that I think Infernoid players were trying to do for the last couple of months, because it means that you can play this deck as a pseudo control deck and actually get places. And Mr. Vass here definitely proved that you can do it. You know, you can be innovative and you can get places. So as for the request, let's analyze this bad boy, shall we? So we have 1 copy of Ahrima, the Wicked Warden. So you can discard this card to go recruit for Lair of Darkness, which is one of the things that Infernoids want to do. Attributing your opponent's monsters, it's great. It's exactly what you want to do playing this deck. And then, of course, you know, you can tribute 1 other dark monster, or you can tribute a dark monster other than this card to activate this effect, and add a dark monster with 2,000 or more defense from your deck to your hand. So I'm just saying this card is good. Now, he did play 2 copies of Scythe, and I kind of understand, like, wanting a 2-turn row of these to kind of control the game is actually pretty ingenious. I will give it to the man. This caught me off guard, but I like what he's trying to do with this. Especially, you know, 60 cards, if you dead draw 1, you want to make sure that you can continuously apply the lock. So it's kind of what the deck wants to do. Now, his Infernoid names, I think a lot of people are going to have problems with this. I do not see a problem with the way that he lined up his deck, specifically because of the card demise and the other interactions that he's doing. He doesn't really necessarily care so much that, hey, like, yes, I lock myself from special summons and other cute things like that, but you got to set up, and that's what your trap board is for, right? So we have 1 copy of Atondel. Literally, once it's in the grave, we don't care. We have triple copies of Decatron. This is still the heart and soul of the deck. And underneath Card Demise, you can still function. No real issue here, like literally, no conflict with Card Demise. Just dump the piece. Now, one other thing that Demise does give to this deck, though, is when you draw these big guys and you can't do shit with them, just drop them in the graveyard. You did it. So 2 copies of Deviati, 1 copy of Harmadic, 2 copies of 2 more big guy, 1 copy of Patrulli, 1 copy of Seismitus, 1 copy of Shadete, and triple copies of Lilith, Lady of the Lament. I mean, honestly, this is everything I want in a deck. I don't see any problems here. Now, obviously, your main goal, resolving any sort of Void Feast or, you know, Imagination Station will get you to a better place that you want to be. So I do think that that's important to understand as you are trying to play this deck, that Imagination Station and, you know, Void Feast are still very good cards that you want to resolve. Now, as for spells, we have triple copies of Called by the Grave. Any hand trap, and you're going to cry yourself to sleep. I hate to be that guy to tell you guys that, but hand traps are still the bane of this deck's existence. Now, granted, the 60 card variant, with the way it plays, I think this deck can operate on a much different axis and probably perform a little bit better underneath tight situations, I would feel. Triple copies Card Demise. Somebody's going to watch this profile and go, what's going on? Why is he playing triple Demise? Why wouldn't he? Honestly, come on. It's one of the best cards you have in the deck. Now, on the same theory of unloading your hand and things like that, you have Into the Void. Oh, one step further into the deck, discard, trash Infernoids that you can't really do anything with in your hand. So, interesting little feed off there. I like that aspect. Now, only 2-layer darkness. Lair isn't as good as I want to make it out to be. The card itself used to be way better in the day, but by in the day, I mean when Japan kind of got it first. And then we're kind of at this point now, it's like, ugh. But you control, banish stuff from your opponent's graveyard. I mean, if this deck goes first, you're going to be in a good position, you would think, right? So, just my 2 cents there. Triple copies of Pot of Duality. Nothing too special to say about this. I was kind of wondering if there was a conflict of interest with this, but once again, I mean, Dankatron Dump, Demise. Honestly, I think this is fine. I understand the theory he's trying to go here for, and it works. I understand that, but interesting. All right, we have triple copies of Void Imagination or Imagination Station. You use this to special summon Mr. Big Guy, then dumps a bunch of other shit, and then your opponent's like, what do I do? What do I do? So, literally, pressure. That's all this deck wants to do. Just pressure the opponent and literally go. Outside of that, yeah, nothing else to really say about that. Next up, we have triple copies of Void Vanishment. Discarding a spell card to add a Void spell and trap card from your deck to your hand, except for Void Management or Null and Void. Honestly, this is all for this. All for this. This is all we care about. So, interesting to note that, like, you resolve this to get this, you're usually in a pretty game-winning position. It doesn't matter what's kind of going on. Like, it just pressures the opponent so much. Now, we have triple copies of Sanctum. We all understand that Scythe Boy is a win con in today's format, right? Come on, say it with me. Scythe wins games. Yes, I know. It's really hard. We have 2 copies of Heavy Storm Duster. Yeah, you're just playing this so you can be able to set it off of Trap Trick if you need it. We have triple copies of Rivalry Warlords. Floodgates are good. Come on, once again, guys, say it with me. Floodgates win games. It's nothing too self-explanatory there. Skill Drain, yep. I get why this deck's good. We have 1 copy of Solemn Judgment. Triple copies of there can only be 1. Triple copies of Trap Trick. So, once again, I know people are going to look at this deck and they'll be like, what's going on here? Why are we playing these ratios? Yes, I understand that Trap Trick is a different take on this deck. But the Void cards are really good, guys. Come on now. Just being able to resolve this into Shajette, doubled Decatron. It's so good. Now, this is interesting. So this is Void Purification, and you can actually search for this off of Void Vanishment. So, if you show a monster that is not an Infernoid monster, send this card to the graveyard. Okay. You can only use each of these effects of Void Purification once per turn. Okay. So during each of your opponent's standby phases, you can target 1 Infernoid monster in your graveyard and recur it back to your hand. Okay, so if I go on my opponent's turn, I'm like, oh, I need this Infernoid back. Don't mind if I do. I just get it. And then during each of my standby phases, I can target 1 of my banished Infernoids and return it back to the graveyard. So you mean to tell me that Infernoids actually have, when a game state gets simple enough for this deck, you can cycle stuff back and forth, and I can just keep reusing these over and over and over again? Interesting. I didn't actually think that this would come up, but I understand why they're playing this, and this is really good tech. Definitely something that I think people might be sleeping on, might be worth exploring, actually. Just, if you're using this, make sure that you don't control a monster other than Infernoid. I'm just saying. Extra deck, we have 1 copy of Witch's Apprentice, 1 copy of Trisbania, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Phoenix, 1 Mermaid, 1 Ablaze. Literally just 2 fire monsters to make this. I love the fact it's generic too. 2 copies of Doolittle Chimera. Triple copies of Tiara. Still the best card that this deck has going for it in boss monster form, of course. Triple copy of Ints. Being able to send 3 cards from your extra deck to the graveyard and then nuke 3 cards your opponent controls because of ints is so good. And then just 1 Fortress Dragon. Side deck, we have triple copies of Lava Golem, triple copies of Sphere Mode, triple copies of Twin Twister, triple copies of Red Rebuto, and triple copies of Wiretap, wrapping up this bad boy. So Vass, I want to say congratulations, sir. It's a bubble. I wouldn't take it too seriously. You did well. You rewrote the entire theory of Infernoids, and that's all we care about. Innovation at its best. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this bad boy. And, well guys, I'm out.
The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.